Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited that you are here today. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the new Simplified Teacher Planner that was released during the Simplified Spring launch, along with their daily and weekly planners that start in August. In my last video, we talked about the new daily planner and I did a flip through of that, as well as I shared some of the fun accessories that I purchased during launch. And now we are going to be talking about the teacher planner. So let's go ahead and just get into this. First things first, it does come in a fun keepsake box like the regular weekly and daily planners do. The box is this fun teal color where the other planners come in a navy box. So a little bit different, but I love that it's separated and it has its own box. When you open it up, you do have a fun little card that comes with the planner, and it says the work you do matters, and then on the back it says thank you for the work you do, the love you give, the sacrifices you make, the inspiration you provide, the encouragement you share. Love, the Simplified team. And I just love this. They did this same thing last year. It's the same card, but instead of this like light like Carolina blue that they have this year, it was like a hot pink color. I remember loving this so much that I hung that one in my classroom, and I'm probably going to do the same with this one, or maybe put it in my office somewhere, or I'm going to gift it to one of my teacher friends because I just love it. It's so beautiful, and it's just a fun office decoration. Okay, let's jump in to this planner. Here she is. Just a size comparison. The teacher planner is a lot bigger than the regular planners. Here it is up to a daily. I don't have a weekly with me because I don't use the weekly. But as you can see, it's a lot bigger. But I appreciate that because I need a lot of space to write all of the things that I need to do and want to do in my classroom. So I love that it is a bigger book. Also, I feel like it's fine that it's bigger because I'm not carrying, like, I only carry this around when I have like a meeting to go to or something. But really, it lives on my desk all school year. I do take it home some weekends, but it really just lives on my desk, so it's fine. This year's pattern is this navy gingham, which is so beautiful. I did have mixed feelings about it at the beginning when I saw it released online. I was a little upset just because this year's teacher planner is this happy floral design. Like I said, I wish I would have brought my planner home so I could show you guys. So I was upset just because I love happy floral. I love the floral design. I love that it's the fun happy stripe, bright colors. And when that design was first released on the daily planner, I loved it. Like, I immediately knew that that was the planner for me. And then when I saw that they put it back on the teacher planner, and I was like, yes, this is the best. And then seeing this, I was a little disappointed. I wish it would have been a little bit more fun. But now that I have this planner in person, I really do love the navy gingham. It's growing on me. I do feel like it's a lot more professional looking, and it's very like clean and crisp, to the point. So like when it's on your desk, it's gonna look professional, or when you have it in meetings. And so I do love it, and I'm so excited for using it next school year. When you open this book up, it does have a little pocket folder right here on the front cover, and then you have your like cover nameplate page or whatever you want to call it. I'm curious, as a teacher, if you are a teacher watching this, what do you put right here? Because I know you're supposed to put your name there, but do you like put like your real name? Like, my name is Sammy Allen, or do you put your teacher name, like Mrs. Allen? I'm curious. This is my first year teaching, so in my planner I'm using now, I put Mrs. Allen because I'm like, well, I don't know what I should do. But I'm really curious if you put your real name or your teacher name, or if it matters. It obviously doesn't matter, it's your preference, but I'm just curious what people put there, or if they put anything there. I do, just because in case I misplace it or leave it somewhere, I want it to be returned to me. Okay, so this next page, it's just the note from Emily like they have in the daily and weekly planners. And then we have this little note from Taylor, who is their administrative director. She also used to be a teacher, and so we get to hear her feedback because she put her heart and soul into helping create this planner, and so I just love that. And now we are in the section called About Me, and in this section you get to fill all the stuff about you. You get to put your name, the grade you teach, school and subjects, phone number, address, room, year, and then your place for your goals. I pick and choose what I want to put on this page. I obviously don't want to give out too much information. And since my planner really doesn't travel a whole lot, unless like I'm in the school, I don't really feel like it's necessary to put like phone and address and all of that. But I do at least put my name and the room number. That's what I did this year. I also love that on this page you have a section for 3 different goals. I love that just because, at least at our school, we are required to set at least 2 goals for the school year. And then we work on them throughout the year, and then our principal will check them off. It's all done online. We submit them on our teacher portal. And so unless I am logged into my teacher portal all day, I don't see them. And so I love that I have a spot in my planner where I'm planning everything to achieve my goals, but I have a spot where I can write them down. So I think that's awesome. And then just this login information page. I love this as a newer teacher, trying to remember all the websites and all of the passwords and everything. It's been a little rough trying to memorize my teacher ID number. I do put all of that information in here just so I can have it on hand. And then you do have a little section for professional development. I have just used this section to write like recommendations for like books, articles, videos for professional development rather than notes, just because I don't feel like this is a lot of space for professional development notes, if that makes sense. Okay, and then we have our looking back and looking ahead pages. This is just to help you figure out what worked last school year, what didn't work last school year. How are you going to change things and make your teaching experience and your classroom better? And so I love these. I'm so excited to actually use them this year, because this last school year, the school year that we're in, I didn't fill out these pages just because I'm a first year teacher. I had nothing to reflect on. I did write some like routine ideas and things I want to do with my class, but I'm excited to have the full experience this year and actually write some things down, because I have a lot of new ideas and things I want to do next school year. Okay, and then we have a weekly routine page, and I love this as well. I didn't use this at the beginning of the year either, just because I didn't know what to do. There was still a lot of learning in my career, trying to figure out how to be a teacher. But about mid-year is when I sat down and I was like, hey, on Monday and Wednesday, I'm doing these things. On Tuesday and Thursday, I'm doing this. And on Friday, I'm doing that. And it's really helped me know what to prioritize every day. If I have a chance to actually work on stuff, I normally do this, whatever my routine is, during my prep period. And then if I don't get to it during prep, I do it after school, just because I've allowed myself that flexibility, because we are in the middle of a sub shortage. And so when teachers are sick and they don't come in and no one picks up the job, it's now the teacher's job to cover for those classes. And so I'm trying to be flexible with how I get my job done while helping those around the school. And then same thing with this daily routine page. I write the things I want to get done before school, like write on my board, get all the seating charts open just because it's all done digitally. That's how we submit attendance and all of that. And then after school, like fix the desk, clean the floors, prep for tomorrow, things like that. Okay, and then these next pages are for student info. And I'm still trying to find a way to use these. I did not use these this year just because I am a secondary teacher. And so there's some things in here that I'm still trying to figure out how I can use it or how I can repurpose it for my classroom. I do love this planner just because I feel like anyone can use it. It's not just for like elementary school teachers. It's made really for anyone. And so I'm just trying to figure out a way that I can use this just because I have like 200 students. And they change throughout the year. Like at the semester, I get some new kids and yeah. But you do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, come on. Maybe. 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 pages. And so potentially, since I do teach 6 classes a day, I could have one per class for each semester. So I don't know. You could probably do like just like the student's name, maybe like their birthday, any like major things you need to know about them, like allergies, medical conditions, things like that. That would be good to have on hand. Or yeah, I don't know. I'm still brainstorming for these pages. And then we have this page, which is for values and procedures, which is awesome. And then education inspiration. So this is kind of where you get to make your own teacher vision board. That's how I see it. It says use this space to record quotes, ideas, and big dreams for your next year. So I would envision that would be something like a vision board. I didn't use this year, and so I'm really excited to use this to its full capacity this next school year. Okay, then you have substitute information. I don't use this just because I have my own substitute binder. I don't really want the substitutes or even like other teachers, just anyone else besides me really like flipping through my planner. Not that there's anything personal in here, but like I guess if I do keep student information in here, that's no one else's business but mine. And so I do have my own substitute binder that has all of this information in it, but you can have it in here too and it says helpful hands, medical information, and then transportation. So, and then emergency information. So what you do for a fire, tornado, or a lockdown. I will probably change this. I did this last year and I covered up tornado and wrote earthquake just because I am in more of an earthquake zone than I am a tornado zone. So, there's that. And then we have checklists. Once again, trying to figure out how I want to use these. I have thought about maybe recording like them using the hall pass or things like that in here. But once again, I have so many students and my roster changes so much that I don't know if I would want to do that, or I could just print out already the roster with this checklist built in from my teacher computer. So I don't know, to be determined. But that's the thing, is you are not required to use every page in a planner. But you do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 full-on student checklists. So that is really cool. And then you have your calendar for 2022 and 2023. I kind of wish that since this planner starts in August of 2022, that it would start there and then you'd have 2022 and then maybe like a section for notes, and then 2023 and then a section for notes. Just so if like you have to mark things like in the calendar, that way it's like really a calendar at a glance, because you don't need this half and then you don't need this half for the planner. So I don't know. That's just my thought. Then you also have the holidays for each year, 2022 and 2023. School overview. I use this to kind of jot down what units I am going to be teaching that month for each grade. And then just any like other information that I need to know, like Christmas break, things like that. And then daily overview. I do use this. Even as a secondary teacher, we still have a schedule for our class. And so I'll write bell ringer and how much time I do for that. Lesson, independent learning. We do brain breaks, things like that. And so I'll just sketch that out here for my typical perfect teaching day, if that even exists. And then they give you a bunch of note pages. So you have 1, 2, holy moly, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 note pages, and then they move to this grid paper. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 grid sheets. So in total, it's like 24 pages that you can use for notes, which is awesome. And this is where I keep my personal development notes, or just any notes I have from meetings and things like that. And then we jump right into the monthly spread for August. This is set up just like the daily and weekly planners in the Simplified Planner. And so the only difference is that your simplicity tip is now focused on the classroom. So for this one, it says, organize classroom supplies, ditch the packaging, and dump all the pencils and glue sticks in a container. Store supplies in a central location of the room so students can grab them as needed. And so, different simplicity tips, but I do love it. Also, the other difference, I have my daily planner, so I might as well pull it out, is in the actual Simplified Planner, everything is black and white. But they do add a little bit of pop of color to the teacher planner, which is really fun. I love how big the boxes are. Like I said, I just love how big this planner is because I can write all of the things where I need to. And then you have the weekly spreads. And so you have Monday through Friday on the side, and then you have 6 sections to break things out however you need to. So if you are a homeschool mom or an elementary school teacher, you have one for each subject that you teach. You could also use this as for homeschooling. You could write your kids' names at the top and then what they're doing each day, depending on how you homeschool. I don't know a lot about homeschooling. So those are my ideas for that. If you're in secondary, you can just write like elementary, the subjects that you teach if you teach more than one. I'm an English teacher. I only teach 8th and 9th grade English, and so I thought I could just use these two, but then I have a bunch of extra space. So what I've done is 9th grade gets a page and 8th grade gets a page. And at the beginning of the year, I broke it up into writing, reading, and language for each grade. But I'm kind of thinking for next year, because me and the teacher that I am, we teach the same stuff. And so like we are very closely connected in everything that we do. We've talked about kind of revamping some things. And so I think I'm going to do like bell work or something like that. Like bell work, lesson, and then like to-dos for that grade. Or reminders or something to that effect. But still keep it the 2 separate grades. And that's until they ask me to teach other classes like creative writing, or we have a reading for success class. But since I'm so new, I don't imagine that happening anytime soon. But then we also have this awesome note section on the side. So if you do really need all of these for classes, you still have a nice section to write a to-do list, notes, whatever you need. And that's just how the whole planner is set up until you get to the next month. So we're not going to worry about flipping through all of that. And I've also decided that when the school year gets closer, so probably sometime in July, I will do a video showing you how I set up my teacher planner. Because hopefully by then I'll have a good idea for at least what I'm teaching in first term with all the changes that me and my teacher friend are making. So yeah. Also, it does end that last week of July. So you have July 31st, which is a Monday, and then it goes the whole week. So it ends on August 4th. And that's it. You do have this blank page, which I think kind of looks funny. I wish they would have just printed lines on this page. Like, you can obviously still use this as a note page if you needed to without the lines, but I feel like it would look better with lines. And then you get all these fun teacher stickers in the back. So you have like flags, arrows, yay, dot stickers, pineapples, and then all these fun little icons, which are so fun. I'm really sad I didn't utilize my teacher stickers as much as I wanted to this year, but honestly, I have been in total survive mode this whole school year that stickers were the last thing on my mind. I did use some of the bigger ones. Like I did use these to mark like fall break, first and last day of school, planning days. I did do that with my meetings and no school. So I did use some of them, but I want to use the other ones too. And we have these flags that are already printed on. And so they say meeting, planning day, laminate, field trip, party time, need coffee, test day, grades due, make copies, no school. And it's the same thing, just in the different simplified colors. And then they have the same flags, but you get to write on them. And then that is it. There's no pocket on the back. You just get that in the front. But that is the new Simplified Teacher Planner. From what it looks like, from what I can remember from my current planner, there weren't any really big changes. The biggest change Simplified made to all of their planners this year is they got new paper, which I am in love with the new bright white soft paper because it's just amazing and it feels a lot better. And so I'm excited to use this planner starting in August. Let me know what you think. Are you a teacher? Do you use a teacher planner in your classroom? Just let me know. Let's talk about it in the comments. Or are you not a teacher and you still use a teacher planner? Because I know a lot of people in the planner community that still snag these teacher planners for other things. And so let me know how to use the teacher planner in the comments below. And until next time, guys, I will talk to you all later.